Good morning and welcome to another episode of Uncut. So on the last episode we introduced to you the Wuling Mini EV, China's best-selling EV. My colleague Ash has told me he has a competitor for this. But first things first, time for an early morning coffee. So I've got my coffee, I've got my donut. Now it's time to wait for Ash. And I think I actually see him coming right here.
Get in, losers.
What's this you got here?
It's a 2022 Geometry Kung Fu Cow.
From the future. From next year. Okay, I know you don't drink coffee, so I've got you a chocolate donut. Let's get in. Let's see what's up.
This is not the good one. I wanted the good one.
So you brought me out on a cold December morning to look at this competitor to the Wuling Mini EV. So let's have a look at it then.
All right, so this is the 2022 Geometry Kung Fu Cow. You can tell why it's a cow, all right? It's white and it's black and...
It's very slow.
it's not slow.
Is there a cow somewhere in this that we can't see? Maybe this is like the nostrils over here?
Kind of, yes.
The eyes, and then the kind of horns up here, this chrome strip.
Yeah, and then maybe this could also be interpreted as a horn as well, down here. The charging port, I push it in, lift it up. So here we have fast charging for like 350 and above, and then we have slow charging here for home.
So what type of car is this? Is this a hatch? Is this a crossover hatch? Is this a...
It's undefined.
Undefined.
Yeah, it's a new segment.
It's the first of its class, yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
I like this little tail.
The little spoiler.
Yeah.
And if you look in the back, it's actually pretty big as well. You get plenty of stuff in there. 500 litres.
And this is kind of like mirrored with the front, you see, with the horns.
Yeah, so there's your cow horns back in there.
Last time we had the Wuling Mini EV, it was 28,000 renminbi, around $4,500. So how does this compare to their Wuling in terms of price?
This is a little bit less than $10,000, 50-something thousand RMB.
So it's probably a little bit less than double the price.
All right, so we get in.
All right, so what we've got going on inside here then? We talk about simple a lot. I think this is probably the simplest car I've ever sat. Don't put it in drive. The cameraman's in front. You're going to run him over.
I got my foot on the brake.
Now you do. Accidents happen.
See, and I got the handbrake pulled up.
Yeah, so we've got an actual manual handbrake here. We've got like a standard cluster here, like
got everything.
Display. We've got the navigation stuff here. I don't think this car has autonomous function.
Not this is not the top model.
It's the cheapest one.
Yes.
Cheapest one available.
And the more expensive one has a sunroof as well.
We've got a nice space down here.
What is this space for? It's not wireless charging, is it? Yeah.
Aircon settings. I mean...
yeah, aircon is a mixture of physical button and digital button, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Volume and all of it done on the screen. Let's sit in the back.
I don't think you can fit in the back.
I'm going to try.
So what do you think about the back?
Okay, I've got minus 3 or 4 fingers here.
But compared to the back of the Wuling Mini?
Well, that wasn't really a back, to be honest.
It was kind of like a bench, right?
It was like part of the boot, they just split into the seats. And this is like a 5-seater, so if I was to come over here...
Squeeze in a little bit. It's a little uncomfortable.
There's speakers in the back, we've got electric windows.
Compared to the Wuling Mini was no frills, this is a luxury.
I think it's time to take it for a little drive then.
Go on then, do you want to drive?
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Alright. So are you a fan of the Kung Fu Cow's interior? Thumbs up for yes, thumbs down for no.
This model of the car only has rear sensors, it doesn't have a camera at the back.
But the top model does?
Yes. What are you looking at? Probably jealous of my Kung Fu Cow.
Wow, this thing is like a Star Trek Enterprise.
That's not bad acceleration.
But that's all of it.
Well, I'm not even in sports mode. Let's switch it up. Not with the radio. First impression is pretty good actually. It's a bit more nippy than I thought it was going to be.
It feels like a proper car, right? The Wuling Mini feels more like a last kilometer solution.
It's like you have a criteria for what a car should be and they just met it.
Yes.
Just by having 4 wheels and a steering wheel basically. And having what, like 17 horsepower or whatever the hell in it. The ride is a little bit firm. Very easy to maneuver. So I actually had a chat with one of the dealership managers about this car. and he said it's actually very popular. They brought it to a lot, and I asked who specifically were buying it, and he said actually it was all ages. Similar reasons to why the Wuling Mini was probably so successful. Good for a starter car for like young couples who don't want to pay, you know, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for
young kids, right?
And usually these guys are urbanites, are living in the city and stuff. So people are buying them as a second car, so they have their long distance, maybe a hybrid, maybe a ICE car, and then they have this for their, you know, going to get the shopping, pick up the kids, run around. And then the third category was for people who were kind of retired, but they still wanted to keep mobile and be able to go around and see their family members and stuff. This is a fairly easy car to drive. It's very simple.
So Toby, what do you think of the GX Kung Fu Cow?
I like the design, I like the exterior. I like that it has charging, fast charging, and I like the price point. As a taller person, it's not super comfortable for longer journeys if you were going to go on them. I think overall I'm pretty impressed with it, to be honest. What about you?
I'd go for this. Wuling Mini is fun, but this is a real car. Behaves like a car, it handles like a car, it looks like a car. Wuling Mini is kind of cute, but I don't know. But on the other hand, Wuling Mini has got hundreds of thousands of people onto the road for the first time.
That's true.
So, maybe if there wasn't a Wuling Mini, there wouldn't be this. There wouldn't be the price competition.
So Ash, yes or no to the Kung Fu Cow?
I'm in. I mean, look at it. It's a real car, 4 wheels, 5 seats, a steering wheel, space for all your friends, all your stuff, and the range is what, 330 kilometers?
We've been comparing to the Wuling Mini a lot today because it's kind of similar, like very entry-level electric cars with kind of a lesser range. What would this offer people that the Wuling Mini might not have?
Comfort.
Comfort?
Yeah.
In what regard?
Suspension is good, steering is good. Nobody's going to bully you on the road because it's a real size car. All around, it's just a far more comfortable experience.
So, what do you think of the Kung Fu Cow? This or the Wuling Mini, which do you prefer?
Let us know in the comments. Thumbs up if you like the video. Hit subscribe, I really like big numbers, and so does Toby.
See you next time.
See you soon. All right, cold now, let's go.